Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of the
Creator Show.
Today we got a very interesting topic for you because we've got very interesting people joining us today. So first of all, we've got Master Shri Akarshana
Namaste,
in the
everybody.
corner there.
And we have Faith on the show.
Faith joining us as well.
You decided to join this week, huh?
Special guest.
Yeah.
Next to that we have Gia
Hello. Namaste.
joining us
everyone.
today, and we have Rajesh.
Hello. Namaste.
So it's so lovely to have both of you guys here today. Maybe if you want to introduce yourself a little bit.
Yes. So, hello everyone. I'm Rajesh. I'm an entrepreneur and I'm also an exceptional educator, and I'm also an investor.
And
I
he's
come
also Wealth Yogi of the Year.
Wealth Yogi
Oh, yes.
of the year. Yeah.
There's the best news is
That
I'm
needs to go
also
on your resume now.
Yeah.
yes. Yeah. I'm also so glad to share that it's an honor to be an Wealth Yogi of the Year, and thank you so much. Yeah.
Gia?
Yeah.
Yes, my name is Gia Aryan. Hello, everyone. And I am a transformational coach and speaker. And I think I'm actually good with dogs. So this might be a new thing for me. Yes. I'm from Philippines. And yeah.
We have a lot of viewers from Philippines, actually.
Mm.
A lot, yeah. Did you actually... How did you get yourself to manifesting miracles? That's the first time we've seen you, yeah?
Yes, I booked a call, a sponsorship call, and I talked to Man. That was my first.
Oh, so you were following the YouTube channel?
Yes.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
okay. How long were you following the YouTube channel for?
For about 2 to 3 months
Okay.
before that
Okay, wow. And you were based here?
in London.
Oh, you're based in London?
Yes.
Oh, okay, okay.
Mm.
Wow. And you were a nurse?
Yes, I was.
And now you're a transformational coach?
Yes.
So how does one come about to coming from a nurse? I mean, nurses are really needed right now, no?
Yes.
So
Yes.
you got out when they were needed.
Basically, yes.
You're like, oh my
I was
God,
like,
so much
"No."
demand.
Which is a good thing because at that moment, not that it's a good thing that I left, but my skill set was mainly in theater nursing. So we open up people, and I'm there when they cut out people's heart, not just, but like
Like
not that cut
literally.
out. But yes, I can.
Like
So
actually
you're
work
s-
cardiac theater
Wow.
nurse.
So you actually seen a lot of hearts.
Yes, beating hearts.
Oh,
Beating
wow.
hearts.
I could
Ooh.
never do that when we were at school
No.
in science. I could never do that when they dissect rats and things.
Yeah, same.
I used to be even scared of blood.
Even now,
Yeah, but I think
a
it's
bit
just
like-
something that is set by my mum. My mum's very scared of blood and things
Ah.
like that, and the whole family just faints whenever we see things.
Oh my God.
Yeah, dad is the only person who can take things apart, you know.
Oh, really?
Pull them
Yeah.
apart.
So
Yeah.
did you actually like touch heart and things or what?
I
You
almost
scoop it out
touched-
or
not that rate yet because the hospital I used to work just tend to people not do organ transplants yet. And then, as I was saying, it was a good point because at the same time, the skill set that I have wasn't necessarily the one that's in demand
Right
in
now.
this pandemic. Yes.
Yeah.
So a lot of the people that I used to work were deployed in areas that they were not even familiar with.
Oh really?
Mhm.
Oh, so you would have did the
I
same
would
thing
have
probably.
if- yes.
Oh wow.
Mm.
Uh-huh. And so you get out of that to now say transformational coach. So instead of
Yes.
working on people's hearts, you're working on people's minds,
Yes.
like operating on people's minds. What's the
Operating on people's mind.
how does one step out and decide and suddenly get to this decision? Because we were all shocked. I don't know if you guys remember the Manifesting Miracles event.
When she
Yes.
got
Like, she
onto
just-
stage, yeah.
This quiet girl just
Out of
suddenly out of
nowhere.
nowhere rocks up on stage and starts crushing the stage, and it's
Yeah.
like, what's going on? What's she doing?
Yes. Well, for me, I thought it's mainly about transformation is always within all of us, and that's what I wanted to seek and for people to create change within themselves. So, from being a nurse and being in a healthcare profession, it has always been that way. It's just in a different way of caring,
Yeah.
wherein it's more scientific
Yeah.
and not psychological.
Yeah.
And then in fact, in transformational coaching, it's almost the same thing, but then you deal with the people in a different way, talking to them and encouraging them, and also building that mindset, that strong mindset that we all should have, especially during this time.
So did you always know that did you know that when you were a nurse? Did you know that you wanted to do that, or was it the
No.
experience from manifesting miracles? What
It
was it?
was the experience definitely.
So that was the
Wow.
first time you
Yes.
go on stage. Suddenly you're channeling this
Yes.
energy, and then suddenly everybody's clapping at you, and you're like, I don't know what's just happened there.
Yes.
Is that what happened? Literally.
Definitely.
So literally, it's almost like it's a divine experience. No,
Yes.
you
Yep.
sit at an event, and suddenly something calls you
To
to be
raise your
pulled on,
hands.
raise your hand to pull onto stage.
Yeah.
Then suddenly you don't know where this power comes from. Then everybody's next moment is standing up, giving you a standing ovation.
Which
Uh,
felt right.
Would felt
It felt
right. It felt like a familiarity. You've been there
Yes.
before, right? Because everything's this divine calling. And then now, 3 months on, you sit before us saying, I'm a transformational coach.
Yes.
That's huge, right?
It is.
That is
Definitely.
huge. This
For
is kind
sure.
of returning to your original destiny path that was always there.
Mm-hmm.
And you feel
Yes.
that.
I felt it. The night before, I was thinking about what to say on the stage, and I just couldn't sleep. It felt like I had this rush of energy and the things that I needed to say to people, which was, I've never felt it that way before. So it was a very, very transformational experience, I must say.
Yeah. The only closest thing I recall to your experience is Inspiring Vanessa.
Mm.
9-year-old
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
kid who suddenly a speaker on stage, one of my friends, his name's Warren, and he said something like, oh, you need to be fearless. Then this 9-year-old kid just bounces up and steps onto stage and speaks with full power that it holds the whole crowd. Everybody's in shock. Then after that, she goes into a deep story about how her father left her when she was younger. She was only 9 still speaking on here. Then the whole crowd is crying. And then she shares an inspiring message just to finish off. And from that, like, it just came from nowhere. Imagine just a 9-year-old girl just sitting in a crowd. Suddenly just comes out. These divine experiences is just us allowing and surrendering and allowing this channel just to come through us, and something pulls us, this energy pulls us to do something.
Yes.
We don't know why. It's non-logical. And after that, then it creates history. Now she's, 13, 14 or something like that. And she, Inspiring Vanessa is a motivational speaker.
She
you
got
know?
loads of girls making fan pages about her as well.
Yeah. We've seen on the other day people making fan pages for her and
And
everything.
songs
now.
and like, yeah.
In fact, we are also, like, when we saw her in Manifesting Miracles, we were stunned because she was more of a quiet girl till the time, right? Suddenly she's on the stage and she's like really authoritative, right? And then she has every
When Gia speaks, everyone listens, right? When she shouts, everyone's like,
Hold your horses.
But I think that Rajesh has been through, it's similar. The idea is similar.
yes.
I mean, not the same sequence, but it's similar because you now you're like, you can't have a day without going live on doing your videos, and
Being alive.
absolutely.
but you never did it before.
No, never. I mean, my experience with Facebook is cutting down friends before coming. So after coming here, I realized through this social media platform, we can actually take it to the people, right? Message. Before also I gave message where I had to go to the people and give it. But here I give a message and everybody who falls in the frequency will grab it and then make a difference, right? That is so fascinating for me. And I was really scared to even to go live. On the first time I was thinking, oh, okay, what will happen? What my friends will think? What guys will think? What this guy is doing? Going there. All that thing was there. But once I'm with you and then kind of energy that we drive at the end of the day, now I started receiving messages literally saying that, hey, this particular word you said made an impact in my life.
Beautiful.
And within one life, I want to share where one lady says, I wanted to be a journalist in the beginning of the life. By end of the life, and then she spent more than 15, 20 years having the dream right from childhood, but she didn't do it. She committed there that, yes, I have kids, but I still want to be a journalist now. So that's an amazing experience too. Only that Facebook can give, or probably the social media platform where you don't need to know everybody, but one word impacts one life just like that.
So what I'm getting here from what everybody's sharing is that we are surrendering thought. like we're not thinking. Because when we're thinking, and I know Kaino also has experience of this, is when we think and then we overthink while performing something or speaking on stage or something like that. Usually a bit of chaos happens in those moments.
A little bit.
But it's kind of saying, hey, not think. How about we just trust that what inner calling or gut feeling, some people call it, and just flow with it. And just, it's kind of like just screw it. Let's just get on there and fulfill what this energy is pulling me towards.
Yeah. And you saw me last week, right? Where when the flow is there, all the emotions are very natural. When there is no flow, you need to think about it.
Yeah.
You need to do that crying.
You
again.
declared. I didn't expect that you will declare here, but yeah, that's the truth. When we are in flow, we don't need to think about everything else. So the message will flow naturally.
So, Rajesh, what do you think after spending 3 months with us and knowing yourself, like how you were as a person, what you stood for before you came here? Do you think anything has changed? Do you still have the same vision, or do you
Many
feel
things have
different?
changed. Many things have changed in the area of mind, body, and spiritual alignment. Massive transformation, I would say, number one.
Yeah.
And second thing, yes, my vision has changed. So I used to think about 1 million people, now I made it billion people. So that is a boost given by the kind of training that we went through, kind of power that we come along about knowing about ourselves, right? And the date will remain the same, but the number has gone 1,000-fold. So that's the power of knowing about ourselves. So, and in terms of yoga, I mean, for me, yoga used to be an exercise. Now it is actually an alignment tool. How beautifully we can align mind, body, spirit just with one tool called yoga, right? And whatever I could not do, and some people now call me as king of headstand. And I was not even able to do it. I didn't know like how easy or how difficult it is. I just wanted to do it. I didn't know why. But then now I'm able to do a lot of stuff in headstand itself. If you look at impacting people, now already people, as I said, right, people whom I talk, whom I interact in life, it's a massive transformation. It was zero before coming here. So my impact, my vision, and my personal body mind alignment is absolutely at a different level, I would say.
But I think another thing is because you're a father, you have a wife, you have a child. I think a lot of people find it quite difficult to just say, "Hey, I'm gonna go away for so long. You guys stay here. I'm gonna do my thing." How has it been with your relationship with your wife and your child, your daughter?
That's a brilliant question and a tough one to answer because I've showed gratitude to them a lot. Now, when he's talking about Vanessa, I was actually remembering my own kid, where she must be talking on the stage at 9 years or 10 years when she's saying, "My father left me for 3 months." Right? And yes, they have supported me a lot. And I'm actually living by example for my kid because personally, we spend a lot of time, especially starting then ending the day with full activity. Like we kind of start the day with a lot of like dance and all that. For her, it is a big change. For my wife, it's a big change because she had to maintain all the kids' emotions all by herself. Previously, it used to be a balance, right?
Yeah.
Okay, I used to handle for some time, she used to handle for some time. So, but I have informed them, this is my vision. And if I have to really reach out to so many people, if I have to do something really beyond my current thing, I need to learn something totally beyond what I am up to. And the skills required are absolutely extraordinary beyond my own capacity right now. So I need to build it. Can you please help me out? And then you remember, right, in Bangalore, what we had a conversation was for 1 month. So for my wife, I gave her an indication that 1 might go to 2, might go to 3. But for my kid, I took permission for a month. And she was all okay for 1 month, where she said that, okay, you're going for what you really like, fine. The next month, she started complaining a little bit. And in 3rd month, she's kind of demanding, I think you know that you're going for 3 months, right? So why did you go when there is a virus and all that stuff? So their role is massive in me being here.
So why are you still here right now?
Because there are no flights going back.
All right.
and
now you can't get back.
Oh, yeah. And moreover, I want to spend this time with you and with the team about now making sure that everything learnt is in the implementation at a high speed. Because
So
when
you
we are
actually
here,
have a plan of action when you leave, huh?
yes, yes, absolutely. Plan of action and things are implemented. I'm being working on the moment I came out, be it yoga or implementation of all that stuff that I'm collaborated, all are going on. So life till 3 months is different because it is always guided. It's like a guided meditation to your own meditation, right? So it's very important to have that transformation gradual, in my opinion. So yeah, now I'm actually still talking to my kid and wife. So now they know that I'm going to come as soon as possible. But then their support was emotionally, at the same time understanding that they were all alone by themselves throughout 3 months when the
Yeah.
virus is happening. So many people are in fear, and they were in fear sometime as well. Even I was in fear sometime for them. So they made an
I think
foundation.
sometimes in life this is about doing it's like a short-term sacrifice for
Bigger
a real
vision.
bright future,
Mm.
right?
Yeah.
Because I think sometimes especially this happens a lot when people want to pursue a different path or quit their job and do something else. Usually families don't understand it. It's kind of like, what are you doing? But I think when you get to the deeper truth of it, and this is one of my friends, speaker, his name's Harry Singer, and he shares his message and his story is a very similar thing. He said that the moment he said he wanted to quit his job, his good paying job, to become a speaker, his wife was going berserk. Everyone was like, what on earth's going on? You got family to look after. Are you crazy? So irresponsible. But when it gets to this deep purpose, he explained his why behind it. He said that the only reason I want to do this is because I want to be a great role model as a father. You know, we have a kid. I don't want to just be that guy who works in a job. And I'm doing it and I'm going to make it work because of the family. So that short-term, whether you call it pain or problem or sacrifice, is actually for the same reason that, the people sometimes they don't understand,
This is exactly what happened to me. This is exactly, probably I think he might understand everything that I'm saying as is because I'm exactly going through the same journey. I've explained them. And then again, from time to time, we had whatever fear factor because of COVID. So, but then they understood. They understood and they backed me up.
But now you are completely renewed. I mean, even you've lost a lot of weight, huh?
Yeah.
He's lost a lot of weight.
More of fat.
Yeah.
More than weight, I lost a lot of fat.
Yeah. So it's a complete transformation inside and outside.
Absolutely. Inside out.
Nice. And Gia, how do you find it? Because you only joined us like a month ago.
How did you catch up on
Yeah,
month 3? Everyone was
like-
shocked when Gia missed month 1, missed month 2.
And then you just
She's
decide,
a
hey, let's
newbie
do
Wealth
this.
Yogi on month 3, and then everybody, all Wealth Yogis, was like, no way can anybody catch up 2 months in 1
And
month.
she
did
was
the webinar.
She was
did.
doing the webinar the first.
First
out of
one.
She was
everyone.
the first one to do the webinar as
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
I said I think it's like the same feeling that I had to leave so many things and I just have no way to turn back and look back, and that feeling made me realize that I'm really gonna give it all.
You gotta make it work.
Yes, definitely.
It's like burning the boats and you'll take the island, they say, huh?
Yes, leave it all behind and just look forward. And it's the same thing with the family. I understand as well because I do ask the permission from my mom as well and my family. So in that moment,
But they mustn't understand, right?
They
Will they understand? If a person leaves their nursing job, I want to be an international speaker. Like, do you
Yes.
understand?
Transformational coach.
At first, no.
Yeah.
And I think it's still a process at the moment.
But you must be a very good salesperson to sell them the vision.
I did my own, yes, I did sell some part of it, like, okay, this is what I'll do. So I asked for the next few 6 months to really give it all, and then yes.
Beautiful. And then when 6 months doesn't work, then you ask for 1 extra month.
Yeah.
One
Maybe
more
another
month.
year.
Very good. Yeah, but you're for sure to make it work because you got a lot of hard work and determination there.
Definitely, yes.
So right now with all the, I mean, the pandemic is also right now, if you look on media, it's not even about the pandemic anymore. Now it's
Yeah.
all the riots and everything that's happening, right? Like
Yeah.
war is breaking out. And so at times like this, struggling times, if you guys had to end the show with some inspiring words, some words of wisdom, you know, what you think people should be focusing on, how they should be thinking, what would those words be? We start with Gia.
Yes, I think at the end of the day, we should all think about love, which is love is the fundamental thing that if we go back to that, then things like the chaos that's happening around the world wouldn't be as what it is right now, because we forget that we are all but one. And if we are not in unity, then things like this happen around us. And so when you go back and see things around you with more love and gratitude, then things will be easier, way, way easier than we all think. So that's for me.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I would rather say slightly, so I always believe in something. If something is not growing, it is actually dying. So people should reflect upon, now most of the people are still sitting at home, right? They should reflect upon, are they growing or not? If they're not growing, they're dying. So are they okay with that? So most of the people who are in fear, by default, they're dying. They may not die in that second or that moment. They are in the process of dying. So people should think, what is that, that thing they can do to grow at least one, in at least one area, whether they can grow in that particular day. And there are many options. As we are seeing, nothing is really, as a whole, Earth is the same. As a whole, everything is coming back into the life again, but it's coming in a different way. The entire business, individual life, everything is adapting to the new conditions. So people should start thinking, how can I grow in the current conditions? And then start taking action, because there are so many online businesses, how they can start making money and stuff, looking into, going out there and start sitting in the office and doing it. If individual people, how do they do gym from the home itself instead of going out? My wife is already doing it, right? So just because there is some fear around, they should not get into that, because they will be in the process of dying. So they should take one step, start growing, and they will adapt naturally. If the focus is on growth mindset, there is no way they cannot adapt.
Very
so
nice.
I would say that they should focus on growth mindset.
Very nice.
I think I'd say acceptance of everything is just as it is. I feel that not just for what's happening in the world, but also personal in your personal life, because a lot of people, the moment it started and still right now, they're like so upset that they can't go out. They don't like it how they have to stay at home all this time, and they just sit there, watch Netflix, or just waste their life away, waste their days away. And it's been 3 months now, and it's still, people are still just wondering, when is it gonna end? Why is this happening? But I think it's just important to just accept everything as it is, allow everything just to be, and just to keep focusing on growing and on love. Yeah.
Beautiful.
So I guess that makes the end of our show, of this show. Thank you, Rajesh and Gia, for being here today. Thank you as well. So guys, thank you for watching, and make sure to give it a like button if you had any value from this video. Make sure to comment below as well if you like your thoughts on everything that we've shared, or any other topics that you'd like us to share on any future shows. And make sure to hit that subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next show.
Namaste.
Namaste.
Bye-bye.